Hello everyone, Tina here. I'm back again with 2 more Spellbinders Club kits. I hope your day's going wonderful. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're using 2 Spellbinders Club kits. We have the large die of the month club kit. It's called Spell It Out Fridge. It has fridge shelves. It has a large A2 shaped fridge that you can turn into a card base. And then there's elements that you can put on top of the fridge, like refrigerator magnets. You get pictures, little apple magnets, papers, shopping list. There's even a little cactus magnet that you could put on there. So cute. I thought today we'd make a trifold card and put a fridge that kind of opens up so you can see the shelving on the inside of the fridge. So that's what we're going to make today. And then I'm also going to be making a card using the Spellbinders Embossing Folder of the Month Club kit. This month it's called Abstract Study. And it has a really unique pattern to it. Vertical and horizontal lines. We're going to use this on another one of our cards. I do want to mention I'm going to be using an add-on to the club kits this month. This is called Spell It Out Fridge Staples. This die set goes with the Spell It Out Fridge, of course, but it has everything you can put inside the refrigerator cabinets. How cute is this? You get some eggs, some vino, you get some soda, water bottles, condiments, jam, milk. It's just adorable. And so we're going to put some condiments and some staples inside of our refrigerator and on our second card also. So let's jump in and first make a refrigerator card. I'm going to attempt to make a trifold card. At least that's what's in my head. So I'm going to take this out and we're going to start by die cutting our card base. I'm bringing in a larger piece of cardstock. I'm actually going to bring in a full sheet of my Spellbinders Seaside cardstock. Okay. And I'm going to cut out the fridge portion 2 times. And then I'm also going to take some white cardstock and we're going to cut out this with white cardstock also. So 2 with the Seaside, 1 with the white. Okay, my idea is this will be the front of our card, and then this one here will be the back of our card, and then this one will be the middle or the inside. Let me go ahead and reinforce this score line, just using my bone folder here, and then I'm going to reinforce this score line. Now I'm going to add some adhesive here. I'm just going to use my glue since it's on my desk, and then I'm going to attach this one. I'm just going to line it up and attach it here. I just want to close it and make sure it's all lined up nice and even. Give that a second to grab. If you want to use double-sided tape, you could do that also. Okay, so this one opens like this. And then with this one, I'm going to take my white one and this little flap here, I'm going to trim off. So that's about what I took off. And I'm hoping that will make it close. Let's try this out. For this piece, I'm going to add glue to this inside flap here. And then I'm going to take this and we're going to attach it here. Okay, so now when you open it up, you have the fridge, and then you have the inside of the fridge, and then you have plenty of room to write a message. Now, if you wanted to, you could put this on the reverse side. I'm not going to be too concerned about this little flap here, but if you want to cover that up, you could. Okay, so that is our trifold card. Super fun. Okay, now we're going to do some die cutting with our shelving and with our alphabet. So I'm just going to die cut out the alphabet with white cardstock. And I'm going to take the shelving, the bigger pieces, and die cut this out with some silver mirror cardstock. Okay, and we have the handles to our fridge here. We'll cut this out. And then I'm going to bring in some gray cardstock. We'll cut out our handles to our fridge, and then also let's do our shopping list with gray too. I'm going to bring in some white cardstock. That's where our I'm gonna probably cut this out 2 or 3 times because we're gonna create our greeting with our alphabet. And then I'm also gonna take these pieces that go to our shelf, and then we're gonna take our little bill or a memo. Hopefully it's not a bill. And then we'll die cut out that little piece. Let's just die cut out a couple apples, and then we'll do some magnets here with white. And our cactus with white too. I'm not going to do the picture frame or the coffee cup, but I will die cut these out, and then I'm also going to die cut out some elements from our fridge staples. Now I'm going to build our handles first. So let's add a little glue to the left and right of this piece. And then we're going to add Okay, we're going to take our fridge. Let's decorate the outside first. The outside we're going to add Let's Chill. So I'm going to add some glue behind each of the letters. And I'm going to spell it out kind of wonky, playful on front. Okay, I'm going to open up this way. So we have Let's Chill. I did have to add a little bit of my darker teal because the lighter color kind of was washed out. How cute is this? Now we can add our little elements. Let's put in a foam square behind here. We'll add this, and I'll add a little glue dot here. And then we can add one of our markers. Let's add a magnet. We'll add, maybe should let's bring in a smaller foam square, and we will add it behind our shopping list. There we go. And that is the front of our fridge. How fun is that? Okay, now I'm going to open it up and we're going to add our shelves. I'm not going to add any dimension to this because we want to be able to close it. But I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And we'll tack this down here. And then I'll add a little glue here. And we will add here. And let's fill in our fridge with all of our staples. We'll do a little tucking. I think that looks good there. Add our wine bottle. We'll add our soda here. This is so much fun. This is almost as fun as paper dolls. Let's see. Let's add some eggs down here. We will add some ketchup and some mustard. And how fun is that? Just so cute. And then you have plenty of room on the inside to write a message. Okay, let me bring in some post-it note tape. And this was kind of a hindsight afterthought, which I do a lot. But I'm going to bring in my blending brush and a little bit of ink, and we'll highlight. I'm going to add a little bit of ink along the edges here. Okay, now I'm bringing in some dimensional dots from Spellbinders. These are clear, and I thought these would go perfect over some of the magnets. And I don't have any drying time as far as the glazing glue would go. Let's put these right over the magnets. Yeah, it works out perfect. Those fit over those small circles perfectly. I do want to bring in some of my glazing glue and go over the letters, just so there's a little shine there. There we go. We just glazed it all up. So now we have shine and dimension everywhere. And that is my refrigerator. That's the inside. Plenty of room to write a message. And again, if you want to put it like a white strip here or even cover that up, you could. But I don't think that's a big deal. But that is my first card. Second card is going to be pretty easy. I'm going to emboss a panel with one of my stitched rectangle dies, and then I embossed it. So we have a little bit of embossed detail. I'm going to go ahead and ink blend the edges of this using, this is my PINKFRESH Studio Waterfall ink, but I'm just going to add a little color here to the edges. Wonderful. And then I'm going to add this to a panel. This is an A2 panel of Spellbinders Fog cardstock. Let's adhere that to the front of an A2 card base. And then I'm going to add my panel. We're just going to center this. I went ahead and created one more shelf. And what we're going to do is just do the same thing. Add that white strip along the mirror cardstock. Just like this. Now with this, I'm going to actually pop it up with the thin foam strip, but just on the bottom. And then I created a whole bunch of staple items. I did the same thing that we did with our refrigerator, but for this one, we're just going to add a few in the background. And let's add a soda pop here. A couple in the background that we're not going to add foam tape to. Add a little Dijon here, and then we'll add a little ketchup. I was never a ketchup fan. How about you guys? Like ketchup or mustard? Last but not least, we have our vino. Let's go ahead and pop this up and add this. I think that looks good. There we go. This is a pretty packed shelf, but I think it looks like so much fun. Now, I also took our letter die, and I actually have lots of letters left over. You could create actually lots of letters with these. But I chose a U and an R because I thought we would put UR as a staple, kind of abbreviate it a little bit. And I want to put it right underneath here. Sometimes when you place them wonky, they don't have to be perfect, which is really nice. Okay, we have our glazing glue out. I thought we would add a little bit of shine, and we are going to add some shine to the eggs. Give our labels a little bit of dimension. Okay, and then for this card, we're going to bring in some gems. I'm going to bring in some red gems. And we will add a few gems in our background for a little extra sparkle and dimension. And that finishes off that card. So here are two fun cards using some of the Spellbinders Club kits. I hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for joining me. We will see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.